Welcome to Page Turner Sisterhood Podcast, where we talk about life, books, spice, sass, and a little bit of chaos. We're best friend romance readers and advocates of Page Turner Sisterhood. And today we're going to let you in on what it is about morally gray men that hooks us. Ooh, that's a good one. What is it about you that hooks you?
I think just the full-blown masculinity of it, because I feel like, unfortunately, masculinity is so lost.
So chivalry.
Yes, chivalry is lost. All of the old ways that actually divide masculine and feminine roles are gone. And I say, because we're from the 1900s. Absolutely. Or you can train all the way.
For me, it's like that, protection energy. You know, a man is a man.
Yeah.
Like now people are like, oh, I'm going to buy a house. Okay, great. When I was growing up, you don't buy a house. You build a home.
Yes.
And it was with the wife, with children, and you afford her the opportunity to be able to stay at home and be a stay at home.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that, in today's world with the cost of everything, that might not always be an option. However, you can still have divided masculine and feminine roles that keep the woman in her feminine, because when she's in her feminine, it turns into a so much better man.
Absolutely. No, I get it because I know a lot of friends, and I know we've had this discussion in late. We have a lot of friends that we see the woman is always such an alpha male.
Yeah.
And the man kind of, I don't want to say gets off easy, but like they don't have to do anything. Like they just work and that's enough.
Yes.
Right. And then they come home and it's like the wife runs the household, does this, it does that, and it's all these things. And it's like even happens into the bedroom.
Yeah.
And unfortunately you have like sexless marriages.
Yeah.
And then what happens when you get a affair? The families of divorces. Yeah. No, the thing is like the man is trying to find his it thing or what makes him spark or feel like a man. And now the women are converting themselves into romance or living this like sexual fantasy through books. And at that point, it's like, is it an obsession that's healthy? Is it something that is okay? Is it taboo? What is it, right? Because there's obviously a disconnect way more than, well, she's reading so much. Or he is always at work. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so much of that books. And I think like, for me, what really gets me into the books, I just love that like protectiveness, like that strength, like that man thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that the women in the books are chosen. Yes. That they are desired, that they're wanted and needed. Yes. And it truly shows, no matter what size, shape, or what. I don't know.
Amy Dodd writes some of the best like women.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is obsession romantic, or are we romanticizing red flag?
Okay. Again, y'all know me. My radar is a little bit off. Oh, mine's way over in left field. For me, I love an obsession. Like my husband's obsessive. Yeah, I love it in all the right ways. It just makes me know that I'm his one.
Right.
I love that he knows where I'm at all. I love it. He does at the same time I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I love that. He'll call me like, hey, I'm on my way to this job now, or hey, I'm on my way here, or hey, I'm on my way there. Like I love knowing where he's at. I love just checking in on him. And it's not insecurities, and I don't have to know it. I just love that I always know where he's at. And at the same time, I know if a woman got butt naked in front of him, he would go, yeah, I'll look at her. Yeah, but shit, I'll look at her too.
Yeah.
But he'll do that to nothing. I just know that.
Yeah.
For him.
I love that. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely love, like I said before, when the women are chosen, if they're the number one, and it's everything else. Yeah, in a lot of these books, there are other things that come up where the men could make another choice if they don't.
Yeah.
And they stick with their women and they stand by this.
But it's a fucking man.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? Like that is a man. Like these guys are like, oh, it's because my wife didn't have sex with me. I had to find somebody else. Really? What'd you do to help it? Yeah. What you did to change it? Yeah. What did you do to keep dating your wife?
Right.
You know, they do it.
And the whole thought process of dating each other is gone.
Dude, people don't even, we have this conversation and wait, that there's so many people that I know, and I have friends and family like in their 30s and 40s that don't even want to get married, right? They don't even want children nowadays because they don't want to deal with the drama that it takes to get to know somebody, right? And if they do get to know, that person is so immature that they're not ready to commit. Nobody wants to have a home. No. Everybody just wants to have access. I'm sorry, but my ass is not your set. You know what I mean?
It costs a lot. 1,000%. And not just that, but they don't want to do the work that it takes in order to get them.
I know it's not contented on communication. There's no communication. No. It is so hard to discuss any topic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or the what from it.
Yeah, trying to hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. And not, well, yeah, hurting anybody's feelings.
Oh my God, you want a participation trophy?
Absolutely. No, thank you.
All right. So, wait, is there a difference between fictional obsession and real life control?
Yes. Here's the difference.
Yeah, because
I think in real life, there is a fine line between being obsessed with something and being controlling and dominating and having that morph more into where we talk about responsibilities and all of that stuff.
yeah.
I think there's a fine line in real life for that. But it's a line that can be walked, and it can be walked in a good way, like how you guys are,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I don't think that's what
I mean, I'm right there with you. Like, for instance, like, could someone looking at my relationship like, oh my God, you're crazy. Your husband's so controlling. Like, that's unhealthy. It's fucking hella healthy.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that my man is a man's man.
Right.
And I love that I have unconditional support. I have unconditional trust and loyalty that he knows I'm going nowhere and I know he's going nowhere.
Right.
I love that. I love that I can literally talk to this man about anything and everything and he won't judge. He might just sit there and just listen, but I can talk to him about anything. And I can literally tell him, you know what? I need you to treat me like this. I need you to do this for me. And he'll see it, internalize it, and do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel really bad for people that don't have that because I feel like, why are you in a partnership? Right? Like when I got married at 21, 20 years ago, guys, so that ages me a little bit. You marry not your better half, you married your companion.
Right.
And I feel like everyone's trying to find their better half. I'm a on there and bitch by my stuff. So I married a badass man. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people nowadays are trying to find somebody that will bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? My table was fucking set. All I needed was a man to sit at the head of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like that is what lasts. It's
Well, I'm actually put on the flip side of that, like it's top of the table. Like when my table was bare, there was nothing there, you know. And so for us to be able to work together to build what should be on that table, that's how relationships should work too.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I can bring, you know, some things to the table, but obviously I'm not gonna.
But here's the thing. You and Chris created the table and chairs. It was what was being placed or what was being given.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because what empire you can build, you built together.
Yeah.
And like, I know I told you this in different ways and just in general, and just different conversations. I have fallen in love with my husband countless times.
Yeah.
Like, I fell in love with him as this like 21-year-old bar owner that was just like, oh my gosh, I want to bring more people and I want to do this and I just want to party and I want to have a great time. He had that like cop, like I'm like super protective. I'm a man in the suit. I'm carrying a gun. I'm like, oh, delish, right? And then fast forward a couple of years, and I'm like, oh, this man is taking care of me. I can stay at home and be a stay-at-home wife. I'm allowed to spend whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. As long as I don't cheat on this man, I treat him good. He's my king. I'm his queen.
Yeah.
Fucking fell in love. Yeah. Like, all over again. And then when we had our baby, I was like, damn, how fucking hot is this man taking care of a little itty bitty thing?
Yeah.
Now this man is such a man that it's not just he and I anymore. He is so selfless to put Alexa and myself above him and on his feet.
Yeah.
So that's where I was like, damn, I love this man. He's got to be my apple, right? So you shift, but you keep falling in love with like, as we evolve in our marriage and our relationship. Oh, and 20 years later, I still fucking love my man.
1,000%. I mean, Chris and I met when we were like 10 and 11, obviously. And being in love that way is a whole different ballgame than being in love.
Oh, it's puppy love that just becomes true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But there still is that aspect in our relationship of like, we are still like 10 and 11 years
Absolutely.
messing with each other. Like, that's how we
The
show,
beauty of this.
yeah, that's how we show that we like each other. But yeah, you're right. Watching him become, do the position that he does, the electrician and everything, and moving up in the ranks and seeing that progression and him actually like meeting his goals and everything, 100%. And then, unfortunately, I have multiple times when I have my first daughter, yeah, and watching him take care of her without me being able to do anything, that was a whole other type of love.
Absolutely.
Right. And then,
It almost makes you see the different layers of what you had meant. And it was like, wow, God, it did.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like for me, I look at my husband, and I do, not gonna lie. I look at my husband like, damn, you do look at that fucking muscle. I don't want it. I'm like, imagine like cowboy hat and boots. I'm like, dude, do we have to go out?
Yeah,
I
right.
can't wait.
I thought myself a mountain man. Saying a lot.
It's like, if you can't look at your spouse, if that's like, damn, do the work. Because when you're on the opposite side of it and you're living like that, like possessive, it's amazing. Like we're gonna go out tonight.
Oh yeah.
That I guarantee you there's not gonna be a moment where his hands aren't on me somewhere. And there's not gonna be a moment where he's not fucking scoping out the bar because I'm gonna be drinking like a husband drink.
Oh well, and then there's the opposite side of that for me, right? It's
And you know the
absolutely.
it's like it makes it like so worthwhile on the week. It's like, oh, I get to enjoy my husband. And I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're married. All right, what traits from morally great men actually translate well to a good relationship?
I think we kind of went over a lot of that actually.
The loyalty,
Yeah,
like the
devotion.
protectiveness,
Mhm.
you know, the soccer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Like to me, it's just like that unconditional, intentional love.
yeah, absolutely. But I think that there's a lot of stuff, especially as women, that we can pull out of these for men's books, and we can talk to our husbands about them and say, "This is what we like. Let's try it." Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And it should be.
absolutely.
All right. So before we spiral in further,
Oh shoot, it's good that I said time.
it's time for currently consumed.
Oh, okay. Currently consumed. So currently consumed. I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So for me, I am about 3/4 of the way done with Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love Patriot. For me, that book, you read it a week ago.
Yes.
And for me, I loved it because it's that small town feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's that cowboy. And you know dang well, like it is. I love when an author writes about a family and then you know that you're going to meet every single one of the
Yes.
brothers.
Absolutely.
So I'm reading that. And I also am reading, what should I call it?
Oh goodness gracious! Running in point.
Um, the Foul Play.
Oh yeah, I get it.
By Jacqueline Snow. I recommended it last week. So reading Jacqueline Snow, I loved it. I literally, because she's the cutest little button like ever. And I heard her since I love my you were so sick.
Yeah, the same one.
I literally read it and I'm like, okay, I judged the book by a cover. I was like, oh, this gives me a little high school romance, little college, maybe. No, girl, no, no, no. And I
Wasn't it right? It wasn't a little bit in that.
it was definitely an enemy's lovers.
Uh-huh.
They did not like each other. Yeah, she moved in with her twin brother into their frat house or house, whatever, college. And let's just say that when they finally got together, yeah, thank you for that.
Yes. So good. I started back in the shower.
Ooh.
Yeah, the continuation of the story. And it's oh my goodness. they're found family to me
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And the way that it happened in such a
And how they protect his mental health.
yeah, it's so good. And even her and their daughter, like it's just amazing.
Even the little, so they have twins. And the way that the children know the difference between the dads
Yes.
was really,
Yes.
yeah, it was really well done. J.A. Owensby, great job on writing that. But the tenderness and the protection, and like, I don't want to say it, but like one side of the dynamic was in college, and he has like this like dime charge fund that will do everything to the dad to protect him.
Yeah.
And on this other side, this other person has his found family from growing up and really not even acknowledging it. But regardless of how dark it was, regardless of the vigilante aspect of it, there's so much love. Like they will protect other to the grave.
Yeah.
I love. I do.
It's so good.
All right. Speaking of crazies, speaking of all this part of the segment is I can't make that shit up. What is your I can't make this shit up moment of the week?
So the other day, I completely forgot that we were going to FedEx, and I took you all the way around to a boy going past the police officers in front of the school, just saving me from a ticket. But I hadn't 5 miles again anyway, so, and I went, oh, I forgot. Sorry. And I went, are we going to FedEx? And she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot.
Thanks for that. I don't know what I can't make this shit up. I mean, the biggest thing that happened to me is my daughter was trying out for tennis and she went to do match point. Her body went to the right, her ankle went to the left, and snap. Yeah. So that's why I can't make this shit up. Right as she finds out that the match that was going to be played was to figure out who was going to be captain of the varsity team, and she was about to win. Yeah. Now she won a 6 to 8 week rehab.
Yep.
But that's on us.
Yeah.
If you're still here, follow into the sisterhood. New episodes drop Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. Let us know what you guys want to know. Let us know what you're reading. Yes, we need to know all the time. Endless TBRs over here. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.